There are two holes in here inside those vents, and I use this like a hook to pull it up from the both sides. So I put it here in the hole and pull it out. And over here there are those screws which you'll have to remove them here and here. And after that you can use a pry tool to put it here in between, like this, like that, to pull it out. And here you will have to pull it in the direction of the bench over there, and the whole thing should come off. To go through the mid console, you have to go with a wire from here through a very small hole here, which you'll find it free, it doesn't matter which way, here or here. And then you will have to pull it through this row here, and it will come up in one of these holes together with the other cables. Now, because this is a bit too thick to go through the tunnel here, and in the mid of the console we'll have to remove these cables. So we'll use a pin tool to remove the cable, and then we'll go with the cables. We'll attach the cable to the wire which we had it here, and we'll go in the other way so that we can go back to the mid console. These have been removed, the head, the connector, and now what I had to do is to put them all together and to run the wire back to the mid console over here, pulling this wire. Now that you have run the wires through, you have to connect these connectors, these two, to the seat, to the bench which is here, and then the bench will have also two connectors which you will have to connect to the backrest, which are here, these two, because they will pass the current flow through those wires to those to be heated up. And after that you'll still have to connect these two wires. One will be the positive and one will be the negative, which can be attached directly to the car. So let's recap. You will have here to connect into the new unit with those two, the wire for the pin 17 and 18, which are coming from this cable, and also those three wires which are somewhere here in the back, and they are also connected to this cable. To go with the wires to the fuses and to put it to the negative as well, you will have to undo this part. So this trim over here, this, it's quite easy. You just have to unscrew one screw over here, which was this, and then you have to put this down and to remove it, and then there you'll have the rest of the cables. You'll have to go next to them so that they will reach the right place. Doing the lazy way, it's just to go with the wire through the hole here on the other side. It's like that here already. All I have to do is now to connect these wires together and to pull them here on this side so that I can use one of these fuses, and perhaps I'll find a screw to put it to the negative. All we have to do now is to connect the bench socket to the current wires, which are over here, which we just mounted, and then the bench connector to the back seat connector, and on both ways, on both sides, and then we are ready. The negative, the mass, has been already connected over there. Now all I have to do is to connect the power, because I don't have any small fuse like this, and I just have this device. I will have to use a trick. I'll do this just temporarily to see if it's working. After that I will remove that crap and I'll put a normal fuse for that, but for the moment I'll just want to test it. The fuse will be put over here in one of these. So now all the connections are done. So as you can see, the mass is over there. Here is connected just for testing purposes. I'm repeating one more time because I don't like the idea, but I just don't have any fuse at the moment. And now we'll just have to test it before we mount it back. To see, I'll just let one to warm up to see which one is which, because I just don't want to mount them the other way around, so that I'll have to unmount one more time. Now it's easy because this is already here and I can just swap the wires if it's needed, so we have to wait. I have just tested them. They are getting warm. The other one are cold, and it's normal because I just used these ones first. Of course the wires were in the wrong direction, so I have to swap them, but looks like a successful retrofit. So I'll just put the seat back again, and I think I'm ready to go. I'll just have to put the new fuse and I'm done. Let's check the cable here if it's getting warm. It's not getting a problem. I'll just have to study how much the fuse should be, and voila. Let's check the amperage. It's very hard with one hand, but let's try to do it. So as you can see, there are like 13 amperes. I think 20 amperes fuse will do the job in this case. No need for more, no need for less. Accordingly to the manual, the heating seats fuse should be here at position 11 in the fuse box A, and I have just opened all these. So there is a screw over there which you will have to undo it. This was the screw. Then you can move this a bit around, and then there is a latch here I don't know if it's visible, but I'll try with the... So there is here one latch which you'll have to release it, and then to pull the whole unit outside from the back side of it. And now I have just plugged my new cable over here, and all I have to do now is to put the fuse, which looks to be in the manual 30 amp fuse. So I have here a 30 amp fuse, so this should be my new fuse for the seats, and all done as it should be, without any extra cable. I will just have like an OM retrofit.